Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got this Samsung Tab S2. It's basically, I think it's SMT810. So this one is completely dead, but the reason it's dead is because the charging port is completely broken inside, so it's definitely a charging port replacement repair, which unfortunately it's not easy. It might sound quite easy for most of the technicians, but it's not easy. And the reason it's not easy is because of the way they build the screen. As you can see, it has so many flexes, and it has a small PCB board in there which is attached to the 4-point cables. As you can see, it's something similar to what they did when they built the old kind of LCDs, like the Samsung old ones. So I don't know why they implement this technique back, because it's quite shitty, to be honest. What I'm showing you with my card, my plastic card, is never touch that side. Basically what I need to do is just try as much as you can, slowly. It took me 20 minutes to open the front screen, but try as much as you can, that you're not gonna get not even closer to that PCB board, okay? Because it's gonna damage your screen. It's gonna show you lines everywhere. So this was basically a charging port replacement. So the tablet is completely disassembled. If you want to see the process how you can take the LCD out and put it back, you can go down below, and I'll put a new link to it. Okay, it'll be a different kind of a video, because in order to remove the LCD, it's not that easy, so you need to know a lot of techniques. So basically just check that video if you look to do screen replacement or back cover. So basically, as you can see, this charging port came on a small PCB board which has I think a charging IC onto it. It has a microphone onto it as well. It got also the connector to the jack port, the speakers as well. So basically, this could be a very easy repair if you're a good technician. It is very similar. Basically, it's the same charging port as a Samsung S3 generation used to have into it. So it's that easy. You can just take out the charging port, the main USB port, and just put a new one in there. You do not have to buy a completely board. But in my case, where I work, they just bought the board. It's much easier, much faster. But anyway, just to replace the charging port, if you want to know how to do that, you can check on my channel. I've got some videos about how to replace a charging port on S3, and it's a quite nice technique, which you use only the heat gun, and it takes not more than, maybe not even 2 minutes. It's a very easy technique. If you follow, you can use it for any kind of charging port, even for Xperias, even for Nokia. Because I'm saying Nokia because it's the worst one. If anyone knows how to do Nokia, then he's a good guy. I would say he's a good technician. So basically, I'm just swapping the boards here. It's very easy, nothing complicated. As you can see, just try to put back all the flexes, all the cables, and that's it. But the main thing with this video is you have to be very careful with the LCD. It's an AMOLED screen. It's not basically an LCD. It's an AMOLED display, which it's very thin. It's like the size of maybe 10 papers, A4 papers, for printing. Not even that much. And you'll notice if your screen is on while you try to open the front one, you'll see when you pry with your plastic card in between, do not use nothing like metallic or very thick plastic, because it's gonna break it straightforward. But what will you notice is that the screen gets quite easy bent, and the actual LCD shows you like much discolorations. So that's what I did when I tried to open first. I put my plastic eye in between, so I see if my LCD it gets bent, it means it's very sensitive. It's very fragile. So make sure you don't put pressure into it. You work your way up with maybe with the heat gun above the LCD. But that technique, I don't use it anymore, because with these kind of new LCDs, they start using some new technique polarizers, which are more clear, but in the meantime they're more thin. It's not like the iPhone polarizers. It's a bit more stronger, but this one, the Samsung one, they use something very thin, so that means it's very sensitive to the heat as well. So if you use a heat on top, it's definitely gonna burn your polarizer straightforward. So then you got big problems, because in order to refurb this size of screen, it's a huge headache, believe me. I can refurb most of screens, but these ones, it will be a challenge, believe me. Even if you have the most professional machines, you can get bubbles into it, and if your polarizer is completely burned, you need to put a new one, and good luck to find one, to be honest. You have to buy from China at least 100 as a pack. So this video is more about like warning signs. It's not like a guide how to repair this tablet. It's more like you need to be very careful, because you can do so many mistakes which you can go wrong, to be honest. And all you need to do is just take time. I took for this repair, I think 30 minutes or 40 minutes, but you can take even more. If you're a beginner, I will try to tell you, just look into more like 2-3 videos before you do. Look to my video, look to someone else's techniques. And maybe from 10 people you can get the best techniques, and you can do it in 1 hour safe. Because it's not about the time, it's about the money you lose if you break it. That's most important, because you're doing repairs so you can gain some profit. But if you break it, your profit from another 10 phones is gonna go in this tablet, because the screen is quite very expensive. So in order to put the back cover, in the other video which I did for LCD replacement only, you will see that I use a B7000, which is basically it's the same one with the Y7000, which you can see in the corner of the video, so in the right side. So if you use that one, Yaxun it's called, you can get it for like £3 or something like $3. I don't think it's even more. That's very helpful when you put it back all together. So before you put all the back together, make sure everything works fine, so nothing is wrong with your tablet, because after you close this down, it's gonna take you even longer to reopen. Make sure everything is okay, so you don't have any problem. So basically what you need to do is just try the charging port, see if it goes at least to 10%. You don't need to wait to 100%, because if in like 10 minutes you got like at least 5%, that means the battery's okay, the charging port's okay. No need to worry about that. All you need to worry is the home keys that work, the home button works, because the home button connector is basically on your charging port, so that needs to be tested, unless you damage or break something else, So make sure it works. You have no problem afterwards, because this tablet is not easy, I'm telling you. It's much easier to change the digitize on any iPad, than this one. So I've got 6%, because I already charged it before. I boosted the battery a bit before, so I'm gonna run a test now, so see if it works. That's important for me. And then just put it back as it was, and that's it. So as you can see, my display keeps disconnecting, and the reason why is because I haven't secured the flex, which is you see, it's a very sensitive screen. As you can see, you'll see even lines in my video, and I left it like that because it just wanted to show you that there's many signs which you have to be very careful. You can damage it very easy. So close it all back together, clean the bezel, the front door, and this is my last test before I'm gonna close it down. All I want to show you guys that it works proper and there's nothing wrong with my screen. But in case you noticed the screen can get lines, it's just because I haven't used a double adhesive tape on top of the LCD connector, on my display connector. So make sure you secure that so it doesn't move, because if it moves it's gonna short your display IC, which is a very not difficult repair. For me it's quite easy, but for most people it's a very expensive repair, to be honest, because you need to get a chip or you need to rework your chip, you know. So in UK I charge like at least £80 for a display IC. It doesn't matter of the device I'm doing, if it's a iPhone or if it's an Samsung. This is the price we charge, you know. So just think, it's much easier to work safer than spend after more money, you know, because the customer in the end, he wants a new screen, he wants a new tablet if it doesn't work anymore. So after you took it, you have to assume your risk, you know. So that's quite old, guys. If you like it, please subscribe, and I'm gonna come next time with different kind of videos. Okay, thank you very much for watching.